From KARK4 and Fox 16, this is a special report. Here's Mitch McCoy.
Hello and good morning to you. Just coming up on 11 o'clock here at KARK4 and Fox 16. I'm Mitch McCoy. We are following breaking news. This information just released a few moments ago. This is the person that Pulaski County authorities are searching for. Do me a favor right now, share this video across to all of your digital platforms. This is the person that the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office, really every law enforcement in the state of Arkansas, is looking for right now. This man, Denmark Lee Jordan, he is about 5'11", 145 pounds, brown eyes, black hair. He could be driving a gray 2012 GMC Sierra with license plate number 345YNG. That's 345YNG. Share the video right now as authorities are in the desperate manhunt operation for this individual who is, they're calling a person of interest in connection to that manhunt in connection to that law enforcement corrections officer who was shot and killed in the line of duty this morning. I want to get to my colleague Claire Kreitz. She is on the ground there near Maumelle where this now manhunt is underway as authorities continue to search for this person in connection to this operation. Claire, kind of catch us up on what's happening over the last few hours.
Yeah, they're still very active over here. We are on Overstreet Road, right off Highway 365 in Pulaski County. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see what we're looking at. Multiple law enforcement agencies here right now. So again, very active. And then I'm going to pan up to the sky, see if you guys can see there is a helicopter. I did hear from the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office. That is the National Guard helicopter, just to get an aerial view. We've also seen them use drones, and they have the Arkansas Department of Corrections did bring back out their tracking dogs. An update for you guys: we did hear shortly after I got off the last time, about half hour ago, that they did look under the trailer, which is where they thought the suspect was, and he was not there.
You're saying because for a while they had thought that this individual was underneath the trailer, right?
Yes, underneath the trailer on Overstreet Road off Highway 365. Yeah.
Okay, and he was not there, which is now why we have this law enforcement operation underway. Claire, walk me through some of the law enforcement presence that you see there on the ground.
Yeah, so we've seen Pulaski County deputies, Maumelle Police, State Police, ATF. Just about Little Rock Bomb Squad was here earlier. I think they're still here, and then Arkansas Department of Corrections to name. I think that's most of them. Yeah.
Do we know why the bomb squad was there?
Yeah. So from what I heard from the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office, they were using their robots to try to go underneath the trailer and get eyes underneath the trailer. Okay. Mm-hmm.
If you're just joining us, I'm joined with my colleague Claire Kreitz. She is on the ground. We're coming back on our digital platforms for this update where we are now getting word of this person of interest that the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office is searching for. If you're just joining us, share this live picture or share this video because this is the very latest information that we're getting from Maumelle where authorities are now searching for this individual that you see here on your screen. His name, Denmark Lee Jordan. He could be driving a 2012 GMC Sierra, license plate number 345 YNG 345 YNG or YNJ, excuse me. He's about 5'11", weighs 145 pounds, brown eyes, black hair, and you see his picture right there. This is the latest picture that we have. Claire, walk me through, if you don't mind, this, how we got to this point where the I guess the manhunt that's now underway.
Yeah, so last night, Pulaski County Sheriff's deputies say they were called to a home on Corvallis Road to do a welfare check And when they got there, shots were fired. Then when deputies finally got into the home, the person firing the gun, which we now know is Denmark Lee Jordan, he was gone. So they continued looking for him throughout the night and called in the Arkansas Department of Corrections tracking dogs. And then according to the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office, at about 4 this morning, the dogs led officers to a trailer, and shots were fired from underneath that trailer, hitting the Arkansas Department of Corrections sergeant.
As we are now entering this manhunt since 4 o'clock this morning. The scene has been active since at least 8 o'clock last night. Claire, I'm seeing some officers walking in that area. Can you tell us who you have seen agency-wise? Because you were describing that helicopter that was flying overhead from the National Guard. There's numerous agencies involved in this operation.
Oh yeah, numerous agencies. Pulaski County, of course, is here. Maumelle Police, State Police, North Little Rock Police, again, Little Rock Bomb Squad, and ATF. We've seen ATF agents here as well.
Okay, Claire Kreitz there on the ground. And Claire, have you talked with any neighbors, anybody that can give us some kind of perspective to this area, or if they know who this person is?
You know, I haven't been able to yet. They have this area blocked off. I mean, nobody can really come in and out or of the come and go, which is where we're staged right now. There have been some people looking from across the street, but that's across a highway. So I haven't been able to cross that just yet.
Okay, as we're now entering this manhunt. Claire, as you know, you kind of describe the wave that you're seeing, because at one moment, you know, it is very chaotic at that scene. At the next minute, it's somewhat calm, and we're seeing it in somewhat of a calm state, and that's likely because this search is happening, and the search is happening nearby.
Yeah, so I mean, this area has been pretty much packed full of law enforcement since we got here about 4:45 this morning. However, we've seen a lot of agencies come and go, a lot of cars come and go, armored vehicles come and go from this area. And, you know, the National Guard had the helicopter up earlier, brought it back down, and then got it back up in the air now. Same with drones. They've had drones up, they've taken them down, had drones back up. So it's just been constant.
As we continue to watch Claire's picture here, I want to bring you to another perspective, and this is also just more of a zoomed in perspective from this scene. You see numerous law enforcement officers there on the ground. This is the command post that you're looking at right off of Overstreet Road near Maumelle, just on the other side, or really the other side of the street is Maumelle, but this is where really the operation is happening, and you know, decisions are being made, and you know, that's where a lot of your commanding officers are, who are guiding the boots on the ground, which are not far from where this manhunt is underway. Claire, what are you hearing from law enforcement about people who live in this area? I'm assuming at this point this is a situation where they need to lock their doors and seek shelter.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep your doors locked. We've seen some schools in the area go on lockdown. You know, right now, nobody knows where he is. So, you know, definitely keep your doors locked. I will tell you, nobody's coming in and out of here right now, just because you can't. They have it all blocked off. I talked to a guy earlier who had some equipment down Overstreet Road, and he wasn't able to get in. Just because it's all locked down. I will tell you that this is the only street that Pulaski County says they have blocked off at the moment. Okay,
at the moment, obviously, a situation that is continuing to develop here. Claire, we're going to stay with this, your backpack here for a little while, but let me know if there's any updates that come in, and we will bring you back into our coverage here.
Yeah, absolutely, will do.
Thank you. We want to just get a recap now of the situation that is unfolding. And, you know, this has really been a chaotic morning for not just law enforcement in Central Arkansas, but of course, every person that is watching social media, because there have been two very different scenes that have unfolded across at least the metro today. There was an incident involving somewhat of an active shooter situation in Saline County. This is not related to what's happening right now near Maumelle. This is a completely different situation. This is a scene that started unfolding around 8 o'clock last night when Pulaski County deputies got a call about some kind of disturbance in a home. When deputies arrived on the scene, they got when deputies arrived on scene, that's when shots were being fired from inside the residence. It's unclear at this point if shots were being fired at law enforcement. The SWAT team was called in. SWAT arrived on the scene. They got involved. It was around 4 o'clock this morning on Overstreet Road when during a track or a trace for the suspect involved in that disturbance call, that's when during that trace, law enforcement started taking on gunfire, and that is when an Arkansas Department of Corrections sergeant was shot, and he later died at a hospital. That sergeant has not been identified right now by the Arkansas Department of Corrections. We are awaiting that update. We are now in the very, sixth, seventh hour now into the manhunt for this person, Denmark Lee Jordan, where is right now authorities are searching for him. They believe that he is the person connected to the shooting of this Arkansas Department of Corrections sergeant. If you are joining us now, if you were watching our earlier update, this is the latest information we have. We now have that this search is underway for this person, and we are now waiting for him to be taken into custody. We don't know if he is still on foot in the area or if he is now in a vehicle, but we are providing at least all of the information we have from the sheriff's office, and they included this gray 2012 GMC Sierra with the license plate number 345YNJ. 345YNJ. This is the latest from the sheriff's office that we have. We don't know if this person is still on foot or if he is at this point in that truck there, but we are including it because that is what the sheriff's office has passed on to us. At this point, the way we understand the situation, we were told that the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office, or the Arkansas Department of Corrections, I should say, they were in the trace mode with the Department of Corrections. They were approaching a trailer on Overstreet Road, and that's when they were taking on gunfire. At this point, they thought that Denmark Lee Jordan was going to be underneath that trailer, but he is not. That is why we are now seeing this manhunt operation continue. But I do want to point out that there are several schools on lockdown. The schools include Pine Forest Elementary, Maumelle Middle School, and Maumelle High School. All three of these schools are now in lockdown mode. That was initiated a little more than an hour ago as we started getting word that this manhunt was intensifying yet again. We're going to keep you updated on this developing situation, both on air and online. Of course, we will have updates sent directly to your phone. If you haven't done so already, download the KARK and the Fox 16 smartphone app. We will send alerts directly to your phone. But in the meantime, this is the person that you need to be on the lookout for. Do not approach him. Call 911 immediately. He is wanted, according to authorities, in connection to the shooting death of an Arkansas Department of Corrections sergeant who was in the middle of a manhunt for this person in Maumelle. We'll keep you updated as the situation continues to unfold. For now, I'm Mitch McCoy. This has been a special report from KARK4 and Fox 16.